Take it, darling.
All right, my friends. We have a special treat today. Oh, I'm very big in the middle of my screen now. We have a special treat today because we have a super tippity top seller here to talk to us about all the awesome things he does to make his customers not only feel awesome and pampered and well taken care of, but to keep them coming back for more every single time, right? He was number 2 in the disco rodeo overall sales category. And oh boy, aren't you 100% number 1 in our hearts? Guys, welcome my friend Esteban. Give him one of these.
Thank you,
How's,
ladies. You
how's it
guys are
going there
too
in New York
kind.
City, dear?
It's going. It's going. Fast paced. So you got to keep up. You got to keep up. But thank you so much for the warm welcome. You ladies are too kind. I miss you. I miss you all. I am in hug negative because I thought by today, by this moment, I would have gotten to give everybody a nice hug, and I was
Hug
robbed
deficit.
of that.
We
Deficit.
really
Thank you.
missed you in Vegas, my friend. Your energy lights up a room, and I'm so sorry that the airlines kept you from us.
Yes, I am too. It took a couple of days to actually get over it. I was very, very depressed and angry. If I can say the truth, it was very, very upsetting. I wanted to be with you ladies in Vegas, and it was beyond my control. And I tried. I tried 2, 3
No,
days. Tried. I tried, and
we know.
it just wasn't happening. But I hope everyone enjoyed themselves last week. I see that it's going to be in Vegas again next year. I definitely am looking forward to it double than I did this year since I wasn't here this year. But thank you again for your kindness, your love. Congratulations to all the leaders in the room for your success and fantastic efforts and results that everyone has been putting in together. We are a family, are we not?
Sure are.
And um, despite what in spite of what of my achievements, I could not do this without the encouragement, without the love and inspiration of all of y'all that are here, including both Jackies. That, by the way, Jackie P, you said energy. The energy is overwhelming between you two. I love it. I love the energy. At last year's convention, Jackie P was running around everywhere.
I was
And I
this
was
year
just
too. You
watching
missed it.
her. And I'm like, who is this? I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's inspiring for new folks like me to be able to do the same thing and say, if y'all can do it, I definitely can do it. And every leader in this room as well can do it for Jafra because it's worth it. The product is worth it. The name brand is worth it. It's worth our energy, isn't it?
Sure is. Could you just, I mean, even very briefly, would you be willing to share with our friends some of the best practices that you have with your clients? Like, what is something that you do that you feel sets you apart?
Okay. The number one thing I have to say, which will sound overwhelming, okay, in this business, in the world of social media and retail that goes hand in hand in today's generation, you cannot just focus on one thing.
Mhm.
You've got to multitask. You have to. And if you can't, then you need to be able to partner with someone or work along with others that do have the multitasking knack. Because this business, you could be great today and gone tomorrow if you are not focusing or balancing on a little bit of every aspect, a little bit of every niche, whether it's your social media platforms. Facials, in-house parties, expos where you're setting up a table and you've got your products there. Or even I have some friends that are consultants, and they get licenses by their city and state governments, and they go out into the city, the main square, or whatever, and they have their booth set up. All of these are all excellent avenues and ways of getting your product out there, of getting your business out there. For me, I have focused on the multiple ways that I've focused on is number one, lives. Okay. My lives, my main lives are on Facebook. But we are branching out to the other platforms as well. You do need a certain amount of followers to be able to go live on some of the other platforms. Facebook allows you to go live with just one follower. But like YouTube, you need 1,000 followers. TikTok, all right, you need 1,000 followers. So I would first suggest that anyone who doesn't have any of these platforms get one. Okay, get one. Even if you don't have any content or any creativity yet for it, it's okay. Just open it, because the longevity of the date that you opened your store, the longevity of the date. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Let me just get rid of that. Okay.
Yes.
The the longevity of the date that you open your store matters. Okay, it matters. Every month that goes by, um, the platforms look at your store, at your platform, and they'll show your store to more and more and more people as the time goes by and your store's opened longer and you're posting content or creativity on your platform. Now, I have all the platforms. It's very overwhelming. Okay. So that's the first thing. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But again, you want to strike it at your maximum. Okay. So I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, X, or formerly known as Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay, I have them all. Am I missing anything there? Because there's
No, that
so
sounds
many.
like the big hitters.
Okay, and I go live on 6 of them: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X or Twitter, and Pinterest. Not Pinterest, LinkedIn. Okay. I go live on all of them. LinkedIn is also another platform where you need 1,000 followers in order to go live. Okay. Now, I don't necessarily get customers on all of them, but it doesn't matter. Every live you do stays there, and even months later, your customers are able to go back and go back. And as they see all of them, the longevity, that's what they love. And that may not cause them to just purchase something, but it'll cause them to send you a message. It'll cause them to come back again and again. And one day you will get that sale from that person. Um,
Dia
I
has a
also,
question in the comments. Can
yes,
I interrupt for a second?
yes,
She
ma'am.
asked,
Yes, ma'am.
how do you get that many followers? She says she invites her clients to join her pages, but not too many do. She's starting to get reviews, which may help, but how can you maximize the folks that are seeing you? How can you maximize your followers?
Great, great, great question. It's a lot of work, so to speak, which doesn't have to necessarily be strenuous, but it is a lot of work. Your consistency on a daily basis is what gets it. They suggest that you post 2 to 3 times per day, 2 to 3 times per day, anything, a statement, a picture of a product, or just saying hello, 2 to 3 times per day. They suggest that you create reels in addition to posts. Now, if you send out a reel, it automatically becomes a post. So that's a good thing. But if you send out a post, it will not be a reel. Okay. So we want to keep that in mind. There are two different things. Reels go longer to the public. Posts are mainly shown to only your followers. Okay. So consistency is the key, just like with anything, right? Or with everything. Consistency is the key, and not giving up, not getting discouraged. Just keep posting, just keep posting. You'll start to get followers. You also have to send out invites on a monthly basis. I will go through my feed of contacts, and I will send out invites. Even if I sent those invites a month ago, I send them out again and again and again, because to allow your business, your page, to show up in that person's feed. You never know at that moment if someone has been thinking, I need something for my acne, or I've been looking for a new perfume. And boom, they see your invite and they open it. What is this? Jafra. Okay, let me go through this. And even if you do it for 4 months and you get nothing, don't get to just keep going. Just keep going. I don't know anyone that has persisted in consistency after 6 months and is still at zero. No one.
I think the key, and just building on what you're saying is like a directive, I think the key is to consistently post content, whatever that content might be, any engaging content, right? Ask questions, do polls, whatever you need to do to get consistent content, and then continue to be consistent over time.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the algorithm opens up and shows you to more folks, right?
Can I give one other advice?
Please.
You mentioned questions and polls. Very, very important. Your page does not have to just be based on Jafra or the product. You can ask everyone, how was your day today, everyone? Or how was your holiday? Or what's your favorite color? Did you just like the movie Batman that just came out? You can throw in offset questions that gravitate engagement, that people are interested in asking. And while they're there, they're taking a look at your product, at your store, at your business. And I do that. Now, the more engagement you get, the less you'll have to do that, because you're getting so much engagement that you need to just keep throwing product out there and Jafra and whatever it is that you sell. But get your customers involved, no matter what way possible that is. Even if it's current of events and news that's going on. For example, I remember one time when, what was it? I think it was President Carter's wife had passed. I actually posted rest in peace, former First Lady Rosalind Carter, on my Radiance Ready page. And everybody enjoyed it, liked it, put a like, and I think I got like either three sales or at least three questions or engagement on my store from that post, just by saying, rest in peace, Miss Carter, on my page. Now, it doesn't have to be political, but I'm just giving examples that it also does not only have to deal with Jafra or your business.
Right, because sales are social, right? And that's the point
Yes,
of social
yes,
media,
yes,
is to
yes,
create social interaction, whether
yes,
that interaction is a sale or not. That's
yes.
really intuitive.
People don't just buy because they need the product. They buy because they like you, because they are confident with your skills, your sales, your product, and they want to hear and see more from you, not just your product.
So, on that line, do you primarily stick to like a business platform, or are you using your Facebook like personal page as well? Do you keep your IG page just business, or are you posting personal as well? Do you mix your life and your business, or no?
I have. That's a great question. I've started to, in the last 2 months or so. Yes. Most of what I post and do is only on my business pages.
Mhm.
I do try to keep a separation between my personal and my business page. For example, you won't really catch me posting pictures of me and my family, my daughters, on my business page, but you'll see that on on my personal page. But you will see a lot more now. Some of my job for products and jewelry on my personal page, directing a lot of my personal friends and family members to my personal page, along with their friends and family to my personal page. Now, there's one thing that I will say that I shared on my business page. Everyone knows that Jamie Cruz has is been going through health issues, right? I had an ex-girlfriend of mine who likes to sing, and she likes to do karaoke. She called me one day, about a day or 2 days, that after speaking with Miss Cruz, that she wasn't feeling well and everything, and I was a little down about it. My ex-girlfriend had called me and said, "Hey, I got this song. I want to do a duet. Would you do a duet with me?" And I'm like, I don't feel like it. I'm sorry. But what's the song? The song was I Never Knew Love Like This Before by Dionne Warwick. I said, done. Let's do it. Because right at that moment, I remember Jamie, and the song is about hold on. Hold on. Don't give up your love. Don't give up your spirit. Hold on. And I said, this is perfect. Let's do it. It was midnight. We did it. We had to do it 5, 6 times over until it was done. We were done about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I took that and posted it on my business page. My customers went crazy over it, because they saw something personal, another thing personal about me, that made them see how humane I am. Not to mention my heart, my love, my soul, of what I was doing for someone else. It doesn't matter who it is. They enjoyed that. And I had even more customers in my live the very next live. So examples like that are where you can just use your ideas of creativity of how you can appeal to your current customers while bringing in or looking for new customers.
There you go. Someone asked in the comments, I think it was Gina, how many followers you have. So I know I see you on LinkedIn. You have about 4,000 on LinkedIn. About
Wow, I
what?
have that many already? My
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, yes.
There's like
I don't check it all the
1.5,
time.
there's like 1.5 thousand, I think, 1,500 on YouTube. I was trying to find your other platforms. You have over 1,000 on TikTok for sure. What about Instagram? You're over 1,000 on
Um,
Instagram.
I think around the same, 1 to 2,000 maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So all of these followers essentially build a community that you can put something out and you get something back. And it's
Yes.
not built by buying followers. It's not built by um, magic or, overnight. It's about
Mhm.
creating content that brings people in. And sometimes that investment of time and
Yes.
energy, right? Like you're saying, is a lot, but it's worth it because the payback is so big.
Yes. And believe me, I'm complaining every post that I send out because it takes time. It does take time to do these things. And you want to make sure that it's right. You want to make sure that it looks good. And you want to make sure that it's going to be effective. So you spend the time and thought and energy in preparation to make sure it's as best as possible and as close to perfection as you can get it. But it's definitely a sense of accomplishment when you see what your creativity brings, when you see the accomplishment and the hard work, the diligence that what you do brings. But again, it's got to be consistent. You can't just be creative every other day or here and there and then ask yourself, why isn't anyone taking it? People don't know who you are. And one or two or three posts is not going to get them to be like, all right, I'm going to spend my money with them. No, believe it or not, they need to see you like 50 times. Okay. They need to read it 100 times. Just like when things on the news, you hear it over and over and over again. The commercials, you watch the same commercials 1 million times. They beat it to a dead horse. But guess what? You in that store buying that product.
That actually
If
brings us to a great question in the comments. How much time do you spend every day or every week on your socials?
um
He's like, please don't ask me that question.
if I it's time consuming. If I put it into hours, I would say 5 to 10 hours a week, not a
Yeah,
day, but a week. I don't do something. I don't post something every day. But when I am posting, it takes at least an hour to 2 hours just to create that 1 60-second post.
yeah.
That is the truth. And so if you're posting 3 4 times a day, just think of it that way. Now, through the months, I've learned and have become more quicker in doing things. You copy and paste, you take things from old posts and you reuse it. You just learn how to get around things. And then repost them. You can repost things you've done before. Just change it up a little bit, put a little bit different animation in there, a different color, a different font, and throw it back out there. And that's what I do. I
You
also,
pre-schedule. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
one more thing, I love Joffre's videos. I love Joffre's videos. I never knew that they had them until a couple of months ago, and someone said, "Go on Instagram, you'll see their videos there." And when I went there, it's a wrap. Because before I saw that, I used to do that myself. I would put up a product and I would record it myself and I would explain the product and I would put it on my face. And I used to do that myself. And when I saw Joffre's videos, I'm like, this is good. I still do it, but not often because I see it's done there. And Joffre has covered all bases of inclusion. Okay, men, women, straight, gay. I love it. I love what I see. I don't care that I see a man putting on makeup. I just see that he's using Joffre's makeup. That's it. And whoever the hell wants to put on the makeup, put on the makeup. Just make sure it's Joffre.
And make sure you get it from us.
Yes, yes, yes.
I
So,
love it.
with that in mind, use Joffre's, you use what Joffre offers to the best of your ability to increase or make your business even better, your commercials, your advertisements, your posts even better. I'm sure that is what they're there for.
Questions from the chat. Do you use any pre-schedulers or do you post all of your stuff live from your fingers?
Okay. The answer is yes and yes. Okay. It is definitely time more time effective to schedule. Okay.
Mhm.
However, it's also more time consuming. And so for those like me, where Joffre is not my only job and it's not even my main job, I am a landlord. I own 3 apartment buildings in New York and I have over 100 tenants that drive me crazy all day long. So, in between all of that, I don't have 8 hours to sit here and create 5, 6 posts at one time. I would love to do that. And maybe in the future I'll get there. But right now, yes, one or two at one time, and I'll schedule the next one. And then come Wednesday, Thursday, I'll do it again at that moment. I've got to prioritize my time in doing it. But either way is okay. If you don't have the time and you can only do it once per day or once every other day, that's okay because it's better than nothing. But if you do have the time and you can schedule it, that would be the best suggestion.
And then Lenora wants to know, to round out social media, when you're just starting out, is it okay to post even if you don't have a picture?
Wait,
Like,
what
is
do
it
you?
okay to just post words if you don't have a photo or a video?
Okay, for your post,
Yeah.
for your post, but you
Yeah.
have a picture on your platform, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I just gotta make that clear. Excuse me. Absolutely. Any post is better than no post. But it is more effective when there are visuals, okay? When there is something for a customer to see, to look at, to indulge in, it is always better. But if there's something that you just want to write or type, by all means, definitely. And use your hashtags. Use your hashtags in everything that you post, especially if it doesn't have a picture. Okay, so that way that that paragraph that you wrote will generate in more places than just your page.
That's right. And anything is better than nothing. So if you are looking for perfection and you're never going to push the button because it's not perfect, progress over perfection, done is fun, right?
Absolutely. You live and you learn. That goes for everything, including this. I will also say you'll probably waste a lot of time and money. It goes with it goes with the game. It goes with the territory. A trial by error. All right. Don't not do something because it went bad. Just change it, just perfect it, just look for the parts that made it bad or contributed to the negative aspect of it and work around it and change it. But don't give up. If you easily give up, then you shouldn't get into it at all. The social
Right.
media business is a $1 billion business, but you need the stamina, the energy, and the to get there.
I love that. And I love the idea of it's accessible to everyone. There's
Yes,
no barrier to entry. Try. If
yes,
if you don't
yes,
try, you're never going to get anywhere. If you don't ask, the answer is always no, right?
yes,
So you
yes.
never know if your audience is out there waiting for you.
And social media, some may disagree. Social media is where it's at today. Social
You and
media
me
is
both.
where it's at. Believe me, I hate the constant messages. My inboxes, all of them. It takes so long to have to go through all of them, but that's how it is. That's people love to shop online now.
Yep.
Okay, they will throw their money at you online retail, and if you want part of that, you got to get in line.
There's plenty of room for everyone too. The market's
There
not
is
saturated. There's
Yes,
room for everyone to come take a
yes.
slice.
Absolutely. There's definitely room for everybody. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Jackie, because there are some that have said to me before, but I see, hundreds on this person's live and that person's live, and there's nothing left. There are millions of people that still don't know about Jafra or know about Jafra, but haven't figured out how to get their hands on it, which I think is ridiculous. But it's real. It's real. And so that means everyone in this room still has the opportunity to take whatever their profits are and double it, triple it just by getting on social media.
That's right, buddy.
Yes. So, can I ask the final question, Jack? Because
Yes.
Mr. Esteban has thousands of dollars of sales every month. We
Yep.
spotlight him as national top seller in his category and his title. We're talking $5,000 months. Nothing surprises us with your commas and zeros, and we love it. So, curious minds have been chit-chatting. So, we heard you go live. So we want to understand how you sell. We understand the followers, social media, all that. Do you find that you at your social media trails, we're going to go in two streets here. Your social media trail that you have, are you finding going live and talking about the product and taking orders and all of that is working? Do you find people shop at your website? Do you have sort of a focus on how you're really selling to your consumers through social media?
Great question. It's definitely a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
But I noticed that my customers really like the lives. They like the engagement in real time. They like to be able to see me, see my face, see my actions, and see my descriptions of the product. My enthusiasm, my truth in what I'm saying with the product, and my facial expressions, where they can tell I mean business. I'll say one more thing. Okay. I have been asked in the past, do I wear makeup? And I laugh every time. I love when I'm asked that. I really do. I don't take it personally at all. And that is because, no, I do not wear makeup. I've always had pretty good skin. I have. But Jafra has just pushed that over the edge with my skin.
Wow.
And just by showing the ladies as a man, just by showing the ladies and they see my skin, especially when I shave, that is a tool for them to be like, I want to try some of that Jafra. Because if it's working for him, a dark-skinned man where I don't see a blemish or a pimple on his skin, then something's got to give.
Well, and
And
maybe
I
they're going to get the skincare on their men too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes.
Super.
Yes. And so being in real time makes a difference. Also, we like to say, we give extra deals on the live that we don't give on the websites or anywhere else. And that is the point, to bring the customer to the live. Because on the website, they're generally just looking for one product, right?
Yep.
They want a lotion. They see that lotion, they're okay with the price, and they go to the cart and buy it. On the live, they're going to be introduced to 5, 10 more products that they're going to be like, I think I need that. I think I need that. Sold. I'll take that. And by the end of the live, instead of one product, you might have sold 3 or 4. You've maximized your sales profits just by that one live. And
And
then you keep your lives up to allow your customers to be able to go through the replay
yeah.
and see what they want. There are some folks that will not honor their prices once the live is over. Screw that. I do. Screw
Love that.
that.
Love that.
Okay?
So think about this for all y'all, the platform, right? So think nothing's different. Whether if you're in a home doing a Jafra party, friends talk friends into buying more. When you're in a social platform and they're shopping, it creates the shopping energy. People talk people into shopping, right? That's why you used to go shopping with friends all the time, right? And oh, that looks good on you. Oh, I like that. And you can ask questions, you can engage. Hey, even think about, Esteban, you triggered something. If you do an in-home party, record it and put
I
it
was
up
just going to say
as a
that.
live. Keep
I
it,
was
because
just going to say
this
that.
is the brilliance of what social media does that we don't do in person, but we can with technology today. Bring somebody to film it, give them free Jafra, and be posting that on your social media, because you learn from everything you do, but you teach the world through everything you do.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So I love your thinking. I'm going to end with this last question that the chat wanted to know. Okay. So you are taking orders, you ship the orders out. That's your mainstay of sales, right? And then you've got
Yes.
people shopping on the website. Great. The last question is, here you have this beautiful platform. As a landlord, you have all these amazing people in front of you, right? So do you also do in-person Jafra play and pampering with people? I heard that you do and you love it. Tell us about in-person too.
Absolutely. And in fact, my tenants were my first customers. I've been a consultant for 2 years now and a manager for 1 year. In that first year, no one really heard from me. My manager, Jamie, she didn't hear from me. I did my $400 orders, and that was that. But I was taking my products, and they were being advertised in my office, where my tenants, where my vendors, where my colleagues would walk in and out, and they would see something, and they would question about it. One of the best things was my housekeeper, when I first put it on display, and she's keep cleaning my office, and she said, "I know Jafra." I stopped. I said, "Wait, what?" She is of Mexican descent. And so she filled me in on that. Was the first time I heard that Jafra is a number one cosmetic product in Mexico. That was it for me to be like, I can do this. I can do this. And so my tenants were the first that I showed it to. There are every month brochure is in my building lobbies. It gets changed every month. And I've had multiple tenants of mine come to me. And what they love is they're able to give me the brochure, tell me circled what they want, and I'm able to just go up on my shelf and just take it and give it to them. They don't have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And that is one thing my tenants have liked. There are tenants here that remember Jafra from 10, 20 years ago, but haven't heard about it in so long, and they were ecstatic to see that I had it. And so they've dropped hundreds of dollars from it. Now, my tenants they're not rich. They don't have a lot of money. So you got to know, a lot of them ask me, can we do a payment agreement? I'm your landlord. Yes, you can.
You
Because
already have a payment agreement.
thank you.
Right?
Thank you. I know they're not going to stiff me because you're going to be out on the street. So I believe you. And yes, take these. And if there's anything that you need, or if you have any other questions, or you need to know how or what it does, please come back. And some of them do. Some of them just harass me about Jafra as well. They don't want me to talk about nothing else, just Jafra. Are you doing Jafra tonight on your live? Are you doing Jafra? You doing Jafra? And it used to annoy me, but then I realized, get over it. It's okay. Just their enthusiasm and love for the product is good enough, and that is what we need continuously to move on to the next point. So, those I want to mention something. Those who like to do in-house parties and facials and stuff, I am not one of those that say don't do that. I'm saying maximize your potentials and your profits. Do a little bit of everything. Don't just do facials, okay? And I was thinking exactly what Jackie P said. If you are one that mainly does facials and works one-on-one with customers and makeup and stuff, record it and post that on your page. That is creativity. That is enough to get a person to see two other regular, normal individuals coinciding with each other on the product that they're interested in.
Yay! Wow.
Treat. I'm so glad everybody got to meet you because I just adore you.
We have waited for you for so long. We are so grateful you were here with us today, Esteban. You're magnificent. And thank you for sharing your heart, your passion. We all know do this business in multiple ways and find people like Esteban who do multiple things in their life because it weaves into every platform, right?
Absolutely. Go look under the rock that you've never turned over. Don't be scared. Turn it over. You never know what you can find over there.
And don't judge, because this guy is not the guy that I would guess would be selling cosmetics out the wazoo. But here we are because we didn't prejudge, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Must
I was a wonderful customer before I became a consultant and realized how much I loved the Jafra product. And just another little personal of me, I used to be a model in my teenage years. So the aspect of beauty care, cosmetics, and cologne and all that was not unfamiliar to me. And I have women all around me. My girlfriend, I have two beautiful teenage daughters. I have three sisters, an older sister, a twin sister, and a younger sister. And I was raised by my mom, a single parent family. So my mother taught me on how to have proper respect for women. And that's what I grew up with. And that's why it is comfortable for me to talk about these things. I don't shy away from periods and menopause and all of that. Yes, I don't shy away from that. It's normal, it's natural, it is what it is. All
Love
right.
you.
What are we doing about it? That's it. That's
Oh,
it.
we
I
love it.
love you, ladies. Everyone in this room, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I hope to see everybody next year. Anytime Jackie P and Jackie G, you would like me to come back and speak, please do not hesitate to ask.
Come on back anytime. We love you, baby.
We love you. Bye, Esteban. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great close to July. Bye, everyone.
You too.